The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real.
I was just laughing before I started the show because I read Vegas Girl's comment. Well, shit, I had woke up early in the morning and then I had went to bed again. Well, no, I shouldn't say to bed. I had went back to sleep, and so I'm energized. I'm good. I'm refreshed. But how are y'all doing? What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new show. I said a brand new show, a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How you doing? How you living? How you feeling? Make sure you guys, when you come in the room, hit that like button. It does wonders for the algorithm. I appreciate everybody for being here. Like I said, if I get like a good turnout and stuff like that, I'll do reviews on every episode and stuff like that. But usually my short-term videos or my shorter form videos do better than the lives when it comes to like the Real Housewives and stuff like that. But I asked what you guys wanted to talk about today, and you guys said the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I had seen a post that Garcelle had made, and I was all like, oh, okay, I'm going to do a short form video. But I was all like, no, I'll come live. What's up, Peace and Q's? Thank you for coming. I was all like, I'll do a live, see how it goes out, see how it turned out. But thank you, everybody, for coming. I appreciate every single one of y'all. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm not going to recap everything that happened in the episode because I feel like some of it's kind of like, whatever, I don't really care. But let's talk about the rumored cash shakeup. Let's start with that first. So as you guys know, I did a video yesterday confirming that, yeah, that was Diana's last time being on the show. Diana, unfortunately, or let me say allegedly, but unfortunately will not be back on the show. And I can't say unfortunately because I really don't care. And a lot of y'all don't care either. I think with her, she just didn't connect with the fans and just didn't connect with the show really. And and believe it or not, she gave the less storyline, and also she was like the not least filmed, but least shown. Like if you take the total of all the episodes, she was only shown like 3 hours and like 43 minutes. So nobody really cared about her. It was more of the controversy regarding, the book and the alleged accusations. And then she made an ass of herself on social media with all the racist things that she would say, all the racist, bigoted things. And we talked about that. We ain't got to go in too far down the line, but y'all know what it is. What's up, Juice? What's up, Mama Bubbles? Who else we got up here? What's up, Aaron D? Thank you for coming. What did you say? I'm glad Diana will not be back in the show. She can go do a chapstick. Right. I think, what's up, Woo Chow? Thank you for coming. Yeah, I think people are done with her just in general. Like, yo, get your ass up out of here. I believe what she thought. Oh, I'm gonna come in as the villain, and I'm gonna try to get in good with the fox faux fur or whatever the fuck they call them. Try to get in with the mean girls. The mean girls get in with that crew, and I'm gonna be able to run this shit, and I'm gonna show off my money. But I think some people equate like, oh, if she has a lot of money, she'll be good for the show. No, honestly, to tell you the truth, besides Kathy Hilton, they're never going to get someone extremely rich. You know why? Because no one extremely the mean girls. That's what I call them. Anytime somebody click up, I call them mean girls, even if they men or women. They mean girls because the mean girls in high school. But yeah. What was I getting to? Oh, you're never gonna get anyone that's really like rich to do that show, because anybody who's actually rich is never gonna be down for the shit they do. Come on now. None of them, unless they aspire to be famous or on TV. Those are the kind of people they want. They want the people desperate for fame and to be on TV and stuff like that. Diana was one of them. She was desperate. She wanted to be famous. She wanted to help her, because they said allegedly, her husband is the one. Her husband's a singer or whatever, and he's signed to her record label. Like he ain't with Capitol Records, he ain't with Sony, he ain't with Columbia, none of that. He is signed to her record label. So that's why he would always be singing on the show. I don't think I mean, he could sing for the most part, but I wasn't like gonna stand up and give him a standing ovation like because he was singing. By the way, speaking of singing, you know what song I got on my mind? Hey, do y'all ever reuse if you go to McDonald's, you just reuse the cup and pour your drink in there instead of like getting like an actual cup? I always just pour it in there. But anyway. But the song I was singing, I was getting ready to sing it before I told y'all. The Mary J. Blige Everything song. It go 1, 2, 3. It's all because of you. I'm never sad and blue. You brighten up, and I'm snapping off beat, so I'll stop snapping. You brighten up my day in your own special way. Whenever you're around, I'm never feeling down. You are my trusted friend, and you are kin to men. You take me away from the pain, and you bring me there. All that. So in the Wawa cups too. Okay, I know I'm not the only one. I need to actually wash the hospital. No, actually it is washed. It's in the dishwasher right now. But shout out to the hospital picture crew. Y'all don't know that song? Nobody know that damn song? Oh, all right, whatever. Diana's husband should work with Kim Fields' husband, Chrissy. They are... Make it make sense. Come on now. They a little spicy, a little spicy. That's what Mims is alluding to for those of y'all who don't get the joke. He's saying they a little spicy, a little spicy. Anyway, yeah, Diana just was a horrible fit for the show. And I think just because somebody has money doesn't make them right. I'd rather have somebody who lie about their life, like a lot of them do, lie about their life, that are entertaining, not racist, and a better fit for the show. The black content creator thing, which she tried to explain, which was horribly explained. I was talking about the dark web. What are you talking? The dark web is something way different. I don't even think she know what the dark web is. And shout out to Philly Diva, because she's technically not even like a content creator. You made her content though, you made her content. She only had 4 posts, and she reposted something from a white person. Like we're missing that. The meme that Philly Diva posted, She reposted a meme from a white person. And so for her to go like, oh, these black content, it must suck being a black content creator. Get your ass up out of here. You got to go. And that's why I don't think Andy should be hosting the reunion, but we're going to get to him. No, let's talk about him now. I feel that Andy, when it comes to like serious conversations, I feel like he's too dismissive. He's way too dismissive. What's up, dear Dana? He is way too dismissive. I think you could tell that he favors that Mean Girl crew. He really favored that Mean Girl crew. There were only 11 followers when Diana posted. Boom, exactly. I don't even know how Diana, I think she tagged her in it. And I talk about that. Stop tagging these celebrities and shit. But, anyway, she only had 11 followers. Now I think she has like 9,000. So shout out to, that's how you secure a motherfucking bag. And she went to BravoCon and everything like that. So shout out to Philly Diva. She definitely raised her stock and she did it the right way. And she did nothing wrong. She reposted something that somebody else created. Anyway, moving on from that. So we're all in agreement. We happen to see Diana go. He was more concerned about the recycling. Right. That recycling part was bullshit. Oh, that's who I was on. I was past Diana. He was all like, yeah, how come you didn't recycle it? He was trying to make a joke about it. You literally disrespected this woman by putting it in the trash. Whether or not they actually threw it away or that was just to be funny or something like that, that is bullshit. And the reasoning behind it, y'all didn't even catch that, I don't think. The reasoning behind it was because Lisa was the one who actually did it, and then Erica reposted it. That's what they said, right? But the reason why they did it was because Garcelle mentioned her daughter, and she felt like she did it in a negative light. Now, this is where Garcelle punked out, because Garcelle was all like, oh, when we came out with the second version of the book, we redid it or whatever, because I guess Lisa Big Lip Rinna got her lawyers involved to take it down. And what Garcelle was saying, she was talking about a scene where she mentioned, her Lisa dancing in her underwear, if that affected her daughter or whatever. And it wasn't anything bad. She was just explaining why she asked her that question. So it was total bullshit, the reason why Lisa tried to sue or get her to take it down. And mind you, her daughter is an adult. Her daughter is an adult. And we've seen Garcelle's son get disrespected on national TV. And I hate how they glanced over that too as well. Like this boy, because he's a boy, was disrespected on national TV. And for them to be all like kind of just glazed over, and the way he was disrespected, that didn't seem playful. Can we talk about that for a minute? The way she had said, oh, I was just joking when I told him to get the out of here. The way she said it was so much vitriol. I seen the devil inside of Erica when she told Garcelle's son to get the F out of here. I seen the devil. I was spooked. I was all like, oh shit, that's the devil inside of her. Like, I've never seen anything like that before. I was even scared when she was yelling like that. So I can only imagine what poor Jack thought. Then he got harassed online, and let's just put it out there. We all, now allegedly, but we all believe it was Diana. And for Diana to say, oh, I have the means to get a lawyer or find a lawyer or whatever. Okay, so what? Like, you got the means. And then, but Garcelle had said, oh, well, I already have an investigation going on. But for you to say, oh, I have the means to do it, was that a dig at Garcelle? Like, yo, black ass is poor, so I have the means to take care of your son, and since you don't have the means to do it? I seen the microaggression. The microaggression was all over there. What's up, Debbie? How you doing? Thank you for coming. Erica needs to go. Yeah. She needs to get the hell up out there. Rinna looking like Big Lip Plastic or sex stuff. Make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come in the room too. They made light of it because he is a black boy. Right. They really did make light of this. I don't think they understand. And I kind of question Garcelle because last night they asked, "Do you think anybody in the cast is racist?" She said no, which is fine. Do I think they're overtly racist? No. But do they have a problem with racism? Yes. And I think Garcelle wanted to say it in the moment, but she probably just wanted to be like, hey, let's just let things blow over. I don't want to add fuel to the fire. But no, add fuel to the fire because Garcelle this morning, it's morning. I didn't even get the picture, y'all. Hold on. Damn, where is it, y'all? Oh, here it is. It's morning and we slept the night. Oh, yeah. Hey. She posted this. And this is a quote from James Baldwin. It says, "We can disagree and still love each other unless your disagreement is rooted in my oppression and denial of my humanity and the right to exist." This is deep right here, y'all. I'm going to read it one more time. "We can disagree and still love each other unless your disagreement is rooted in my depression. I said depression, I'm sorry. My oppression and denial of my humanity and the right to exist." Yes, Garcelle said that beautifully. And she also hashtag, and this is how you know it was about them, because she also hashtag, Cyrstal commented on it. Also, Sutton was the only other one to comment on it as well. She said, "Just saying, hashtag RHOBH." So Garcelle knows what's going on. And let's be clear about something too. The girls be liking posts about, they be like, "Oh yeah, Garcelle always brings up race and stuff like that." They always like those posts. Make it seem that Garcelle is bringing up racism. Garcelle is the most docile when it comes to that. I know a lot of people get on Garcelle because they think she should be more aggressive. I totally get that. But she is thinking long term about her business. She has that partnership with NBC Universal. So she's not going to mess up that bag for something so stupid. You know what I mean? In the long term, she's going to play it cool and let them destroy, let them ruin themselves, basically. Let them do themselves in. She's not going to bring it out of them. She's going to let you show like, "Oh, you see this? You see this?" And I totally get it. She's playing a great role at that, And I think also too, because let's talk about this. Now, I didn't really watch the show. I just seen stuff online, but when it came to Ebony K. Williams, when she was on the New York Housewives, she was more considered aggressive. And I hate using that word because she just used her words. She didn't yell, she didn't cuss or anything like that. But when they plugged in a black woman with all these Karens and thought that was going to be the answer to their problems and put Ebony in hostile situations, and people said, "Oh, Ebony was the one that ruined the show because she brought race into it." If Garcelle was like that, more aggressive and more assertive, not aggressive, assertive. Assertive is a good word. More assertive, they would have got rid of Garcelle in the same token or had to rebrand the show. What's up, P.S.? She said, "At this point, I feel like Diana, Erica, Rinna, along with Dorit and Kyle had something to do with the bots." Well, we know allegedly they had something to do with the Kathy thing, so let's not put anything past them. I mean, honestly, tell you the truth, don't put anything past them. They're horrible people. Exactly. They blame it on the black girl, but that was not her thing. Because let's be honest too. And most of us is black. And everybody else is also welcome, and that's why I love having this platform, because we all learn from each other. But a black person doesn't go into a situation wanting to talk about race. Because one thing is going to be hostile sometimes. People are going to be dismissive of your feelings. And secondly, we go into situations to want to have fun and get to know someone. We don't go like, oh yeah, the first time we meet somebody, we don't go, let's talk about race. Ebony was on a show. Her position was to be the black girl to handle all the Karens and make them open their eyes and see the world for a bigger picture and stuff like that. Ebony was hired for that specific thing. She's a lawyer, but she also has a degree in African American studies. Like, she was plugged in for this role, and she did not get a fair shake. They didn't really care about her life and stuff like that. I think they showed the whole not adoption, but when she was trying to find her father, and stuff like that, they did show that, but they didn't show any other aspect except the race stuff and her getting into it with Ramona, because they were trying to capitalize off the Black Lives Matter stuff, because remember, that's when all that shit was going down. What did Aaron say? Did you see Philly? Yes, I seen that. Damn, how did I miss that? Thank you, Aaron. When Philly Diva asked him a question like, about, did you think that she found me on the dark web? And they were all like, what? You can tell, like, you can tell they were thrown off, because they were all like, oh, that's the girl. They knew what exactly, because they stumbled over their words and said, oh, she just doesn't speak English well. It's on Twitter somewhere. Hopefully Aaron does have it. Please let us know. But yeah, I didn't even mention that when they talked about that, they really try to make it seem like Diana has a language barrier. Listen. Races, they don't have a language barrier. Races might not all speak English, but they don't have a language barrier. A racist knows exactly what they're saying. I promise you. Trust me, she know what she was saying. She's not that dumb. Somebody who doesn't speak English is not dumb. I think we equate that, oh, if you don't speak English, then you must be dumb. That's false. They are smarter than us. They just don't speak English well. The way Andy looked at Diana when she said she is suing the bots, and he said, how do you do that? Exactly. How you sue the bots? It's probably somebody in Russia who sent those bots. Now, we need to find out who paid for it, but you ain't gonna find out. Come on now. Exactly, Vegas. Let's be clear. We can either be clear or we can be clear. And today, we choose to be clear. Let's talk about Cyrstal real quick. Now, Cyrstal kept saying something about the dark comment. Like, Sutton made a dark comment. Now, during the season, I was like, why does she keep saying that if she's not going to say what it is? For me, if I'm going to say somebody is racist or they're this and that, right? If I'm going to put my neck out and say that, I am going to say what was said. I think her originally making it seem like there was some like dark comment that happened and you wouldn't want to say it, but you brought it up. It was just very weird. Right, Wu Child, just spit it out already. Just say what it was. So in this last reunion, the one from last night, they did kind of talk about it. She was all like, when Garcelle was talking about the microaggressions and stuff like that, right? And how sometimes it might feel when you don't have to deal with these things, when you don't have people of color around and stuff like that. And Cyrstal was all like, yeah, that's how I felt. So Cyrstal should have said that from the beginning, but now I understand further. And let me break this down for you. Not everybody who says something, what's up, Misbehaving? Not everybody who says something like off color or anything like that, or something a little off, not always it's directly like racist or something like that, but sometimes it can be an uncomfortable feeling. For example, I remember working at the movie theater, right? And there would be people sneaking in, right? But it would seem like when it would be black people sneaking into a movie theater, I would see people like whisper and they all like, oh yeah, you got to get those people. Look at the, oh, I know they're doing something. And granted, were they saying this because they're black and they assume that all black people sneak into movie theaters? Because everybody sneaks into the movies. Come on now. But were they saying that because black people only sneak into movie theaters? Or was it like, hey, I seen them before, or I got suspicious because they did this certain behavior, or did it have to deal with some kind of biased or um stereotype that you had? Like, it would be uncomfortable conversations like that. And because I was like the only black person working at the movie theater, I didn't have a friend to like talk to and ask about that, because I mean, I couldn't ask another white person like, oh, did you think that was, because they wouldn't understand. And so going back to Crystal, she probably felt that a conversation that she was having, it was all like, oh, this is very uncomfortable. I don't really like this. And it probably felt dark and it felt heavy. And it was like, this conversation, it's not one that I want to have. So sometimes it's hard to say it publicly. Not everybody can say like, oh yeah, it's this specific thing. It's more of a feeling. I had a feeling when they would say, when I felt that they were only targeting black people sneaking into the movies. I had a feeling, but was that actually accurate, or was that just the way that I felt? So she was internalizing it. And I think if she explained that from the beginning, it would have been a lot better. But her saying it was a dark comment and it made it something specifically, I get it. But on to Kyle. Kyle, shut your up, shut up. And I think when Kyle kept pressuring her and trying to make her, oh, well, you said this. No, that's and it's all like, yo, if somebody is telling you they experience, leave it alone. You should have let Garcelle question her, because Garcelle is another woman of color. You should have let Garcelle question her and do all that. But Kyle, for you to try to, like, oh, this is my moment to try to produce this and try to bring this out, like, shut up. Like, sometimes when it comes to like certain race issues, like, it's okay for everyone to give their opinion. I don't want to say, oh, don't give your opinion, don't ask questions. But sometimes when we're asking you to listen, and that's what Crystal was doing, asking her just to listen and not comment. Like, sometimes we don't want to hear that shit. I'm telling you, this is how I felt, and that's it. Sometimes, and that's what Crystal was trying to get to. Like, I'm telling you how I felt, and that's it. And then, obviously, you have this group, the Mean Girls. Hold on, let me put them up. Let me put them up just in case y'all don't know who the Mean Girls are. You have this group of the Mean Girls right here, and they obviously protect each other. And they brought this up last night. They look out for each other. Crystal and Garcelle, and they had to throw in a white woman. So sudden, they're on the outside, and then you have these four women right here that are obviously in a clique, and you're left out. Now, granted, they've been on the show longer, they know each other and stuff like that. But just being a person of color, you already feel like you're on the outside when you're the only one. And so because you're not being let into the group, it looks a certain way. You know what I mean? Y'all understand what I'm saying, right? It's not that they're saying, oh, we're kicking out all the people of color. Do I think they said that? No. They probably thought it. But do I think they said that? No. However, it does look that way. You're not letting them into the crew and be a part of everything and, showing them love, but you're shunning out the people of color and being like, no, you can't come in. Even though you're not saying it, that's the perception, basically. Ooh, damn, that's heavy. That's just what I thought about that off the top of my dome. Because I've been in those kind of situations before. when I felt no, I didn't want to be a part of a mean girl crew. Let me clarify that. But you feel left out. What's up, Kennedy? Thank you for coming. You feel left out, and basically that's what they did. Yeah, that's what it feels like. That whole crew right there. It feels like whites only. Like, I mean, that's not what you do. And here's the thing too. I think that some people aren't mindful of the way things look. Like for me, I was in a group, it was mixed company, right? I was in a group of people, and it happened that all black people were sitting at one table, and then like all the other people were sitting at one. And it was kind of like, oh wait, hold on, like come over here. And like, I mixed up the group. Now nobody knew why I did that, but I mixed up the group just because I always think about the optics. Like you have the black people sitting all over here at this one little small table, but everybody is in the big ass circle that's not black. No, we gonna mix this up, make sure. And it just probably happened by chance that some people got there. I know I got there a little late and stuff like that, so everybody had to sit at the table or whatever, right? But you gotta just optics of things. You gotta just check out for that. And I think I'm just a person that thinks about that kind of stuff because it is on our mind. We live in America, so it is on our mind. But yeah, I don't think they care about optics. It is what it is. As long as they get their paycheck, that's all they care about. What's up, Andrea? Thank you for coming. Yeah, but that's all they care about. I think also too, Andy making a joke, and I know I kind of skipped over this, but Andy making a joke of the whole book situation and not taking a lot of the stuff seriously, and then saying that, oh, he condemns any tax against children or anything like that. Do you really? Or is that just something that you said? Yeah, it's crazy, y'all. But going back to the Fox for whatever the group is called, I did do a video yesterday, and I did get word that the rumor is that Dorit might be on the chopping block. I know a lot of people are talking about Rinna and stuff like that, but they're actually saying Dorit is one of the ones that are also on the chopping block. Honestly, and I brought this up in the video yesterday too. The rumor was that before the whole robbery thing happened, Dorit was supposed to be a friend of the show. She was going to get demoted, and then the robbery happened. And then all of a sudden, she was a main character or whatever, right? So it does seem like a lot of that whole thing with Erica saying that she thinks PK and Dorit gonna split up. Y'all, she was just joking. She just put that out there. Dorit and PK are taking it seriously because they're trying to save their job. And it's all like, ooh, yeah, let's pretend like we're fighting to try to add some drama. It's fake. Don't believe it, y'all. This is the thing. A lot of people are sick of that mean girl crew, and they want that shit to break up. They want the alleged robbery. Y'all crack me up. They want that shit to break up. They don't want it. That whole split group in the middle, they want that to break up. And so that's what the producers want to do next season. They want to break up that whole crew. Kathy Hilton also said if it's the same cast, she will not come back to the show. They love Kathy Hilton. They want Kathy Hilton on the show. What's up, Kay? Thank you for coming. They want Kathy Hilton on the show, but Kathy said she's not coming back if it's the same cast. And she's only a friend to the show, so she's like, I can go if they want to keep the other people. I think, honestly, this is for me. I just think if Kathy's not going to be a main character, like a housewife, then she can go. But Lisa Rinna still got. Either way, if Kathy stays or not, Lisa Rinna gotta go. Lisa Rinna gotta go. It's just too much. I think, and her getting booed at the BravoCon and stuff like that, it more solidified like she needs to go. Like it's time for you to go. Yeah, and I think one thing is that they say, oh, the ratings are good, the ratings are good, the ratings are good, but we'll see next season if that's the same scenario, because what else is she going to do next season? Like, if Kathy's not going to be the punching bag, who is it going to be? Is it going to be Garcelle again? Is it going to be Cyrstal again? It's going to be that same shit over and over and over again. they can keep Kathy and get rid of Kyle. Right. Get rid of Kyle. Y'all ready for her to get them to get rid of her, huh? I say save Garcelle and Sutton and get a bunch of real new. Right. I think that would be perfect. Just get a whole new crew and keep, Garcelle and Sutton. Okay, I don't know if y'all want to come and click on. I will. I'm also going to play a commercial right now because, like I said, I'm going to Reno in a couple of days, and I do need some extra spending money. So if y'all want to do a quick StreamYard class, either today or tomorrow, please hit me up. I'll even give y'all a discount just so I can get some extra money. But here's the commercial. I dropped the link.
I said members only jacket or membership. I think they said membership. Make sure you join my membership today. Remember, the prices range from $6.99, $9.99, and $19.99. And what's so special about the higher two tiers is that you actually get a discount for a StreamYard class. Yes, I do still teach the StreamYard classes. Make sure you hit me up in the DM if you like one of those. The StreamYard classes are in 45 minutes to an hour, just me and you, just one-on-one, where I go over the basics of StreamYard. Now, if there's anything else you want to learn how to do, please just hit me up and let me know. And you know I do promo too, right? Make sure you hit me up at at2entertainmentbooking@gmail.com or on Instagram at at2_for real.
So Kay says she thinks Lisa Rinna might stay. Hey, Juice, how you doing?
What's up?
Thank you for coming on. What you want to go ahead and talk about?
Well, this stuff is acting up again, so I'm going to have to call you from my studio.
Oh, it's acting up?
Yeah, acting up again. I'll call you right back.
Okay.
Bye.
She actually sounded pretty good. Could y'all hear her? Yeah, I don't think she had any issues or anything like that. She actually sounded pretty good. It probably was on her end. That's probably what she's talking about. I love how Kathy comes to the reunion in her pajamas. Yeah, that was funny, huh? Oh, here's Pia. Hey, Pia, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. What you want to add to the show?
Well, I saw a little bit of the reunion and I was just really honestly disgusted with the way Andy just sort of glanced over, like he just glazed over what was going on with Garcelle and all the ladies. And, to me, it just really annoyed me. Like Garcelle's face, you could see it, like she was just annoyed. And what really made me mad was when they went behind the scenes and they showed Erica and Rinna talking. At this point, I'm so sick of Erica and just her behavior and how she just irks me. Like, I just wanted to reach through the TV and smack her because I'm just like, what is wrong with you?
Right.
Like, are you kidding? I mean, seriously. And Rinna, I mean, frankly, do I want her to go? Yeah, because personally, I don't feel like she brings anything. But then I heard that Denise is coming back.
Yes, and I forgot to mention that. So they're saying Denise is coming back, and then they kind of teased it because I guess Denise and Camille Grammer were on at lunch or something like that. They went out and they took a picture together, and people are thinking like, "Oh my God, that means they're both coming back." So I've heard that as well too.
I would love to see Denise come back along with Camille, just so Rinna can get what's coming to her.
Yeah, they need to break up that whole little crew. Like it's really like a them versus us kind of thing. And it has to be like some kind of camaraderie because the way the show is based, they're supposed to be like friends,
But they're not though. They're not real genuine friends because, like I said, at this point, I really do think that majority of the women had something to do with the bots. But then once it got racial, because you could tell Dorit, she's really she became a wallflower immediately. Like she just faded into the background. Kyle was focusing on her sister, and it was just basically Diana, Erica, and Rinna. So yeah, I think that they all had something to do with it. And frankly, if I was Garcelle and she ever did find out who did it, oh my God, I would call their asses out right on the show.
Yeah, like I wonder what happened with Garcelle's investigation.
She was at BravoCon and they asked her about it, and she said that she's in the process of finding out any day now who did it.
Oh, that's good. Let me add Juice on in here.
Out any day now who did it.
Oh, that's good. Let me add Juice on. Oh, how come you echo? Wait, is that Pia? Are you echoing?
No, that was mine. I turned it off. That was mine.
Oh, that was okay.
Yeah, that was mine. My system was acting up. How y'all doing?
Good. What you want to add to the show?
Child, I'm so glad Diana's not coming back. When I tell you I'm so glad, my prayers have been answered. So glad she's not coming back. She was a mess. I mean, for her to have so much money, she can't even buy class. That was just, I'm like, that was awful the way she was. And Lisa, I think Lisa does need a, what do they call it? A pause, put her on pause. I do think she needs to be put on pause. I think Lisa thinks that she cannot be put on pause, but it's time for her to be put on pause. I mean, she's done too much.
And I think the grieving mother thing, like she thought like they should show more of her grieving for her mom and stuff like that. That's not really a storyline. That's not something we don't want to see that. I mean, yeah, it's one thing to grieve. Like they showed you a little 5 minutes grieving. That's all we needed. We didn't need a whole season of you grieving.
Now we do have empathy and sympathy for her losing her mother because I was a fan of Lois. So, you know, when Lois passed away, that hit me. And I'm glad that they did give some, you know, camera time to, you know, Lisa spending time with, you know, looking over some things that her mom had. So that was good.
Yeah.
But I do think
were they supposed to give her like 10 episodes of that?
No.
Probably.
I don't think they were supposed to give her 10 episodes. No.
She probably was mad that Dorit got robbed so that it was going to take away from her.
I think what Lisa wanted is she wanted to use that to try and, you know, keep the focus on her and the cameras on her. But I don't think her mom would have appreciated her doing that because she did the same thing. Right. You know, when I think they said her father died, she did the same thing. She did, but that's just the way she is. She tried to blame her mother passing away on her bad behavior. But come on, Lisa, that was all you.
Right. Wendy said, another blogger said Garcelle has the info on who hired the bots, is waiting to see what Bravo does refiring, which makes me think broke. Yeah. Oh, that it was broke. Okay, I get it. Broke as fuck, Lisa Rinna. Wow.
See, that's why that's why I say priorities. You got rats. You ain't getting an exterminator, but you buying bots.
But would they fire her? Oh, happy anniversary, Wendy. Thank you. I hate that I can't see it on StreamYard. But anyway, would they fire her? They fired Jen Shaw, but you know, they didn't fire Teresa. What's up, dear Dana? How you coming? I mean, how are you doing? Thank you for coming.
Come up, but I cannot stand Lisa Rinna. She brings out the most shade of me of anything on TV. I've been wanting her gone for years.
Oh my goodness.
I wanted to do a change.org on her. I wanted her gone so bad.
Right. Hey, but what is it about Rinna that just sends you?
Because she's self-serving. Yeah. She would throw her $2 under the bus quicker than I don't know what if it meant making some more money.
She don't even talk to the other one who's addicted to Xanax.
I'm just saying. She's narcissistic. She is.
In Vegas, don't be making fun of me.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I'm not doing that on this channel for you. No way.
Hey, check out the OnlyFans later. But Pia, what's your thoughts on the whole Lisa Rinna thing? Do you think that she should be fired?
I think she should just be, I think, honestly, if it were me personally, I would hire everybody back that she drove off. And before I sent her packing, I would just devote one episode, hour long, for them just humiliating her and telling her about herself. And then at the reunion, to be petty, I would give her her papers.
LVP. Get her back. Get
her. She's not coming back.
She won't ever come back.
She said she's done. She's never coming back. And I'm sorry, but I wouldn't come back to a show if they all knew that my brother had, taken his own life and I was breathing, and they treated me like that. Because I don't care what anybody says to this day. I do believe Teddy and those two guys were behind the whole puppy situation.
Yeah, 100%.
So no, I wouldn't come back.
Go ahead, Dana.
This is what kills me about Beverly Hills and what we're all ingesting. Like I said to you before, they say you are what you eat, you are what you see, you are what you hear. It has become so divisive, dark. Yeah. What happened to, this was supposed to be fun. It was supposed to be a bunch of friends, a bunch of housewives that were really rich, that we lived vicariously through, that we watched them do all the fun rich lady things, right?
Right.
It has become so dark and racist and awful.
Yes.
Right.
That we're just bringing more darkness and negativity in our homes, which is not fun, which leaves us with a bad taste and anxiety and yuck in our mouth when we cut it off. It's doing none of us any good. Bravo, what the hell you doing?
Yeah. They like this kind of culture because, I feel that if they really cared, they would have probably shut it down. They would have intervened. Let's be honest. A lot of producers and stuff like that usually intervene when something is going to get out of hand or blown up. Like my thing is that there could have been some stuff that they didn't show and that could have been handled probably behind the scenes. Like, for example, Erica, I'm glad we did see it, but Erica yelling at Garcelle's son, telling him to get the F out. I don't think that should have been shown because, granted, he's going to see that. That's going to be traumatizing for him because people are going to know him as the kid that got cussed out at school, on the show or whatever,
a white lady.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
He better than me, because if that was me and she had cussed me out, I'd have been like, no, you get the F out.
Yeah.
Who
I want to say, if you don't take your drunk ass somewhere.
For real. I'd have been like, if you don't get your drunk, hoary behind up out of my house.
Who was talked down to and humiliated by a grown white woman.
Right.
Right.
What
are your thoughts about it?
Did Crystal have a problem with that? Because Crystal was so into this other stuff that she was talking about with Sutton. It's just ridiculous.
Well, I know that Crystal was there kind of like consoling him and saying like, come on, let's go when that situation happened. Yeah.
And Erica raised a son.
Right.
And she also, and I'm glad you mentioned that because he liked some kind of tweet where it said, "Oh, I like how Bravo." It was condescending, but paraphrasing, it said, "It's weird how Bravo made a statement for Garcelle's son, but they didn't make a statement when people were attacking Erica's son." That's a grown ass fucking man compared to a child.
And he's a cop.
Yeah,
a grown man that's a cop. So get over it.
And there's a difference, like how, and what really bothered me was when Rinna was like, I actually threw the book away. You talked about your daughter's eating disorder. You brought it up. Your husband brought it up. So why then get mad if another cast member brings it up?
Right. And let me ask Juice next. Do you think that Garcelle should have removed that part about Lisa Rinna daughter out the book?
I do think so, because maybe, if tick for tat, she don't want nobody talking about her son. I just don't believe in messing with anybody else's family members. If I'm an adult, I'm gonna come at an adult. I'm not coming at family members.
Yeah, I would agree, but no, F that. If your child is an adult, because mind you, she's 20-something years old. If your child is an adult, you can drag the child, you can drag the mama, you can drag the grandpa, you can drag the grandma. I used to be one of that, like, leave people family alone. No,
Did
they
the
ain't gonna
daughter
leave
do
your
anything
family
to
alone.
Garcelle?
So you drag everybody and they mama, literally. That's how I am now.
Kids are off
Did
limits.
the daughter do anything? Did the daughter do anything to Garcelle to be drugged? I mean,
Well, no, she didn't. Here's the thing. She didn't even drag the daughter. Garcelle didn't say anything bad.
Okay.
There was that scene, her first season or whatever, where she asked Erica, like, do you think your daughter, not Erica, Lisa, do you think your daughter might have had an eating disorder issue because, you know, you're dancing around on TikTok in your underwear? She didn't say anything like, oh, your daughter is this or your daughter or that. She was explaining the backstory, and the backstory was that her son had a drug addiction. And so that she was trying to relay to her.
Oh.
Lisa made it seem like it was something I'm glad we're talking about this because you thought it was something disrespectful.
Right.
No, it was nothing disrespectful that she said. That's Lisa Rinna thinking and making it seem, because why'd you get your lawyer for that? That's weird. Dana, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, as far as dragging, okay, when you were saying, and
Garcelle did not drag. I'm sorry. Let me clarify that. She just told a story. Go ahead.
As far as dragging, I'm a mama. Kids are off limits.
Yeah.
As far as dragging. Okay.
Unless my kid did something to that person, I'd be like, listen, they drug you because you did this, and now mama got to come and drag them.
Right.
Right.
Because
Let that happen.
I don't care if my daughter's young. I don't care if she turned 40. You drag my baby, I'm going to turn into a lion.
Right.
So that's
right. I feel like for Garcelle, I feel that she should play more dirty because, I mean, shit, her son got cussed out on TV. They done allegedly sent them bots after them. There's no more rules in war. Just like Wendy said, no rules in war. Pia, what's your thoughts on that? Do you play fair or do you get nasty and grimy like me?
Oh, I get nasty and grimy. I don't care.
Thank you.
You know what? I think Garcelle is such a classy lady that she plays nice on TV, but when them cameras off, I bet y'all Garcelle be getting. I'm telling y'all, because Garcelle knows how to watch her check.
Right.
So I believe Garcelle. I believe, hey, if we can get with them inside cameras in Garcelle's house, I bet y'all will see a whole other side of Garcelle.
Right. And before I let my guest on, somebody else on the stream, I wanted to say, do I think it's right for you to talk about somebody, grandma, grandpa, all that? No, I don't. But what I'm saying is that the level of disrespect that Garcelle has been shown and things have been done to her children, if she said something to them, and it could be the worst thing ever, if she said something to them, oh, well, it's tick for tack, you know?
Didn't Lisa Rinna pimp her daughter out to Scott Disick because she's desperate to become a Kardashian herself?
Let me let on my next guest, Misbehaving. Misbehaving, thank you for joining.
Hey, Misbehaving.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
You can forget that I made that comment all you want to, but I said it.
Pia cracked me up. I love it. Misbehaving, what you got?
They're gaslighting Garcelle. She wasn't talking about Lisa Rinna's daughter. What she was letting her know, because the daughter has an eating disorder, don't you think that the way you're behaving on social media, you're about as small as a twig dancing around in bikinis and stuff? Don't you think that's contributing? They're gaslighting Garcelle. And the kids are grown. I mean, she wasn't saying anything negative. And no, I don't think Garcelle should have took it out the book. I would have told her, well, buy every copy. That way no one can see it.
Right. I wouldn't have took it out the book. Like, shit. Nah, like, okay, I get a lawsuit. All right. Like, my thing is, like, you can, and honestly, I know there's a lot that goes on where some people be all like, oh, you know, if you mention my name, I'm gonna sue you. Don't do this. You see a lot of that on YouTube and stuff like that. You can talk about somebody openly. Whether they want to do a lawsuit, that's one thing, but are you going to win? No. Like, you can talk about anybody.
And you know what I think? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, dear Dana, then Misbehaving. Go ahead.
I think Garcelle's point was that she was making a point to Lisa that couldn't it be triggering to your daughter?
Yes.
I just saying.
And then Misbehaving.
She is misbehaving. She is misbehaving. She said that's the same thing I said.
I know.
Oh, I couldn't hear what you...
No, but I used the word triggering because she was naked, you know, in the bathing suits and stuff.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was triggering for me. I had to I had to get offline for a good couple of days and, you know, wash my eyes out with acid.
You know,
I didn't want to see a lizard dancing on my screen.
A lizard.
Oh my God, a lizard.
You know what may have happened? Maybe someone over at Bravo asked Garcelle to take it out, and she did it for them. And that's a possibility. You know, Garcelle, can you go ahead and just take it out? Because the way she was firing off at them at the reunion, you think I'm about to protect all of you when I'm concerned about?
Oh, I love that part.
Mm-hmm.
I love that part when she said that. I stood up in my chair when she said that.
Do that nasty, classy read. Check them that way.
Yes.
You don't always have to curse at somebody.
Right, you ain't always got to curse.
But
not only was that. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, I was going to say not only was that the best read, but I can't wait for Kathy Hilton to read Lisa Rinna. When I saw that,
now that's what I want to see.
When I saw that in the previews, I was like, "This is about to be good." And did y'all hear Kathy's impression of Lisa?
Oh, she sounded just like her. Like, that's why I believe. I believe Kathy.
She did. She was like, and she tried to make her look like she was a drunk, saying, "I hear that. I hear that. You're preaching to the choir. I hear that."
Bringing down the choir.
Hey, Pia. When you said that about Scott Disick,
yes,
I think that Lisa wanted to act like she didn't want her to be with Scott Disick, but I think she encouraged and pushed it all the way.
You think so?
Did. Oh yeah.
She wanted to be in that Kardashian limelight.
150%, girl. Yes, I do.
And that's why I laughed when she made that comment saying that Kathy is jealous of Kyle. Why? The show was canceled like halfway through the season, which I'm not going to lie. I was mad because I actually did like that show, American Woman. And I'm not going to even lie. It was a good show. And I actually really did like it. But I mean, who's jealous of Kyle? Again, nobody remembers her from Halloween.
Exactly. No one gives a damn about Kyle or anything like that. But ladies, we are coming to the hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and end the show right here. I want to say thank you, Pia. Thank you, dear Dana. Thank you, Juice Radio. I appreciate you ladies for coming up and speaking your mind as always.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, y'all have a good one. And follow everybody in the chat. Follow my friends, please. Dear Dana. And then you see Juice Radio. Please follow her as well, too. Misbehaving, you dropped out. Misbehaving, if you're in the chat, your microphone is really low. Like, I think when you were trying to talk, we couldn't hear you because your microphone was really low. But anyway, thank you to everybody in the chat. Like I said, hit that like button. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to my members, of course. And shout out to everybody else in the chat. If you're catching the replay, please let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comments. I think we'll be back next week. I said I'll see if this was like a good turnout or whatnot. And I think it was a good turnout. So definitely I'll come back with a review next week as well. But for now, we are out of here. Deuces, y'all.